That's why we lived through the face tattoo era.
Yeah.
Where everyone needed face tattoos, or else you weren't even a rapper.
Facts.
I remember that. I remember watching all your interviews in like 2017, 2018. Everybody who came on had the craziest face tats.
Yeah, and kids were getting signed off face tats for sure.
Yeah. The SoundCloud era.
I miss it.
The clout rap era.
You miss that?
No. Music was like, there was only like a couple good artists that broke from that era, but it was like, music was like, I was looking at it, I'm like, yo, oh no, what is this? Like, bro, you know what's crazy? Like,
but that's the era that raised you, my friend.
eh.
Right?
I mean, yeah, because I didn't
Yeah.
really listen to like all like the old school rappers. I really just grew up listening to like my brother and X. So like listening to them artists kind of pushed me into the artist that I am. But it's also like when you interviewed my brother and he had those face tats, we told him not to get them face tats.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We told him don't get them face tats, especially this one. She said no, don't get them face tats.
But in like 20,
He has a nice face.
right? But in 2017, when Melly was like first coming up or whatever, I mean, number one, like in the streets or whatever, like face tattoos are super popular, and then in the rap shit, same shit. It's like everybody at that time. Every rapper that Melly was looking at, from Lil Pump to Smoke Perp to whoever, like not to say he was looking up to them, but every rapper he was looking at, period, they're all having face tattoos. I'm sure it seemed like
Crazy
a pretty
face
easy
tattoos.
decision.
Man, he did that. It was whatever.
It's like a cool way of making yourself look permanently ugly.
I don't think I'm gonna ever get face tats, but I'm gonna get like a tattoo.
Just staring at his hand. What, you're gonna get on your hand next to
So
the
basically,
puka shell necklace or bracelet?
it's like, I don't know. The idea that I had was like I was gonna get the world and put YNW in it, and then put like roots going down like my arm, and put like my family names like that I've always rocked with.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So okay, this is my question. Let's just fast forward to the future. I saw you guys holding signs outside of the jail on Christmas and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. I've seen a lot of people catch nasty cases throughout my time doing this, and I've seen very, very few families show the kind of support that you guys do.
Man, at the end of the day, bro, that's, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it. Like, that's just family, bro. Like, no matter what, everybody who done switched up, turned their back, lost faith, we family. Like, we never. Because at the end of the day, this is, we built this all together. And if one person get locked up, we going to support them till they come out.
Right.
And when they come out, we still going to continue to support them.
But something like the Christmas thing, whose idea was that?
It was kind of like a group decision.
Okay.
But it was my mom's birthday, and she said, I want to see my son. So we said, he doesn't have his cell phone privileges. He doesn't have his securest calls. Only way we can see him is going to the jail. So we wrote on signs, Merry Christmas.
And I found this window.
You were able to tell.
We almost got in trouble, actually, for finding the window because it was some, like, black police officer. He was like, the first guy was cool, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't tripping. But then the other guy came. So black police officer, he's like, no, you guys got to leave this restricted area, this trespassing. But the other guy was like, yeah, like, you can see him. I know what you guys are here for. Just stand on the sidewalk and do it because we got to come through here. And the other guy made them boys wait until he left. And I was like, yeah, y'all weird. I don't know what police we on. We tripping.
But I saw a clip online that said, like, YNW Melly, like, banging on the bars to his cell, like, filmed from, like, a million miles away. That's not real, right? Or is it?
Oh, the one like a couple of years ago?
Hey,
it was a while ago.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Because I guess you could know which cell it was.
If you know, you know.
But you can't see shit in the clip, so I was just kind of, I don't know.
If you know, you know. You know, if you were there, you were there. If you weren't there, you never know.
Right. But what makes you still feel like it's on you to go so hard for your son, even in a situation where so many people, it seems like, kind of do the least? I feel like you guys are doing the most.
And at the end of the day, bro, I look at it like this, right? All these other people who were around when Melly was coming up, you know what I'm saying? They're family, but they're not family. Like, at the end of the day, that's blood. Like,
that's my firstborn.
We came from the same
I'm
womb.
always ride for him. I'm always be right by his side, like letting him know that I'm here. I love you, whether you can hear my voice or not, because he still don't got phone privileges. But him knowing, like, I'm not just out here living my best life. Like, I'm hurting every day that he's locked up in there. Like, I think about him every day.
Yeah, like it's so common for people to just move on so quickly, and it's like you two are the two people who just really can't move on. You have to hold them down. You have to be the one still trying to make noise about it. But is that a conscious thing?
Ain't no moving on because he about to come home soon. But it's just like on some like a lot of this nigga done been locked up for like almost 4 years coming up. So it's like, you know, a lot of people lose faith after that.
I mean, it's insane.
Exactly.
4 years is crazy. And to have like the police basically like doing PR on behalf of the prosecution, you know, and like constantly kind of putting that narrative out there.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, you guys are pretty reserved in terms of like what you can say about it, right?
Yeah, it's like the PR, you know, the PR for the police, they basically try to paint that he's guilty without saying that he's guilty. But like, if you really like, you know, I always keep my tongue shut about it because, you know what I'm saying, I'm an artist myself too. I can't really say too much. But it's like, bro, to all like the fans and stuff who look at this situation and be like, oh, he's guilty. He wrote a song about it. If y'all just like go read the black and whites, it tells the story itself.
The song was like 3 years before the situation, right?
The song was 4 years.
I mean, for starters, that song was written like before I even met him. So before he had like basically any level of popularity.
At all. But it's also like, they try to say, oh, he got 66 pages of DNA. Rah, rah, rah. I'm like, do y'all niggas really like read what's going on? Because if y'all just look at the, you know what I'm saying? If y'all just look at the caption, y'all gonna be like, oh, that's crazy. But you just gotta really read what's going on, bro.
But isn't it weird how people seem so eager to throw your brother into the guilty bucket?
Because
but those same people were willing to give Tory Lanez infinite benefit of the doubt, you know, like they were willing to totally entertain all kinds of conspiracy theories and stuff. And I'm not asking you guys to like agree with the Tory Lanez thing or whatever, but in terms of Melly, it's like, why is everybody so on board with it? I guess it's because there's not really like a counter narrative that we've really seen yet that presumably we're going to see when it goes to trial.
And that's basically how his team works. It's you guys see when we go to trial.
It's basically like the reason why people are so quick or are so quick to put Melly in that guilty bucket because it's like, okay, look, 2019 when he first got locked up, a lot of people was like, oh yeah, he's not guilty, free Melly, free Melly. But then the more that we kept our mouth shut, the more that we didn't say nothing, and the more that like the blogs and stuff kept pushing out that motive, like, oh, they just found this and they got that and they got this and they got that. It just makes it look like, I don't know, man. But
because the Tory Lanez shit was kind of the opposite, where his defense was putting shit out into the media all throughout the months and years that led up to the case. And then once it actually went to trial, the jury wasn't convinced. And it turned out that whatever the court of public opinion was saying didn't really matter. Whereas this situation kind of feels like the opposite, where it's like we're probably going to find out a ton of different shit when it goes to trial. And meanwhile, we've had 4 years of like nothing.
Yeah.
Man, all I gotta say is, bro, if you know, you know. Like, you just gotta read. Y'all niggas went to school, just read, bro. Like, if you really want to know what's up, just read the black and whites. You know, you'll see everything.
Yo, we just hit 400,000 subscribers right here on the Clips channel. So if you want to help us out, click subscribe, get us to 500K. Yeah.